Hello everyone. Today I want to expand on a post that I made yesterday about different goals besides just fat loss. I want to talk about this because I think it's really important that you understand, number one, that there are different goals out there. I think a lot of times we think when good nutrition simply means that I want to lose weight, when that's not the case at all. You want to be eating well to feel good, to perform well so that you can show up your best, think really quickly, be sharp, not have that brain fog. So I wanted to expand on that because it's really important. So the first goal that we'll talk about is fat loss. Okay, fat loss is a goal. In order to achieve fat loss, you do need to be in a caloric deficit. You guys all understand this. This means you are eating less than you are burning. But as you know, it's hard to be in a deficit for too long because your body adapts. I am not going to dive into metabolic adaptation today, but just know that after you have your fat loss phase, you need an exit strategy. So that's going to lead me to my next goal that you could have, which could be metabolic optimization. This is your reverse diet. So let's say you were dieting on 1,600 calories. You would then slowly, gradually increase your calories back up to your maintenance and or beyond. This is going to improve your metabolism. You might also choose metabolic optimization or metabolic recovery. Let's say you can maintain your weight on 1,700 calories, but you'd like to be able to maintain your weight at a higher level of categories. Well, then you too could go through that process of a reverse diet. And you become this like metabolic machine where you have more flexibility with your diet and you're able to eat more but not gain weight. So those of you who are petite and you come to me and you're saying, well, I'm only 5 foot and this is my weight and I really can only eat 1,100 calories a day. I want to challenge that. Hi, Jules. I want to challenge that because I know that if you go through the process of a reverse diet, we can train your metabolism to handle more, right? So miss me with that self-limiting belief of I'm only 5 foot so I can only eat 1,200 calories because I know for a fact we can change that because I have clients and coaches who have done just that. So that would be another goal that you have. Let's talk about another goal. Let's talk about athletic performance. So hopefully you've been able to watch the video that I did with Coach Courtney where we were talking to our athletes, our runners, our triathletes, our power lifters. If you've got a sport that you are training for, you have a competition coming up, or you just are trying to get really good at your sport, maybe you play a lot of tennis. You need to eat for your activity level and to support your training, okay? It's a very bad idea to try and use your training as a means to lose weight. And I love when I interviewed Jade Tita on my podcast, make sure you listen to that episode if you haven't. Jade was saying, y'all are out here trying to look like athletes, doing things athletes would never, ever, ever do, right? Athletes are focused on their performance. They are focused on their performance goal. If you have performance goals, you need to eat enough to support those goals. So if you come into our program and you're training for like a half or a full marathon that you're running in November, but you say your goal is fat loss, we're going to be like, no, hold the phone, Steve, because you need to be eating enough for your training. We're not going to put you in fat loss right now. So that's another goal. And honestly, those of you that do the half marathons to lose weight, it's not working. It's not working. Pick one goal at a time, work really hard at that goal, achieve it, and then you can switch goals. This is why we have this nutrition periodization. Just like you periodize your training. You don't try to do everything all year round. That's a great way to stay in the same spot. Break everything up into chunks. Another goal that you could have, body recomposition. So you guys have seen me post a gazillion transformation photos, and I've got so many more to share. But you've seen people who, yes, they had weight to lose. You've also seen people who, if you were to see them at the pool, you'd be like, oh, there's no this woman does not need to lose weight. This man doesn't need to lose weight. But if you're that person, you might say, yeah, no, I know I don't have weight to lose, but I want to be leaner. So you want to improve your body composition. That's not going to come from a caloric deficit. That's not going to come from working out more. That's going to come from strength training and macros that support your goal of body recomposition. What those macros look like, it kind of depends, but it's definitely more protein. You are eating carbohydrates. Your nutrition timing, your nutrient timing matters just a little bit more. But again, body recomp deficit is not where it's at for you. You want to be eating at maintenance, again, like the high end of your maintenance, so you have enough carbs and protein to actually build the muscle that you need to improve your body recomposition, to improve your body composition, right? You cannot improve your body composition if you are not building more muscle mass. You get leaner by building more muscle. That's all there is to it. Now, next goal. We've already talked about metabolic adaptation. Maintenance. Hello? Welcome to my life. I'm in maintenance right now. It's freaking glorious. Maintenance is a goal. And y'all forget this. And this is why you have freak out modes. Because maintenance is not a free-for-all. This doesn't mean you have to always track in maintenance. You have so much more flexibility. You have so much more freedom. This is where you can find more of that 80-20 lifestyle. But maintenance is a goal. And maintenance is a range. It's not just that my maintenance calories are 2,200. No, if I'm living at maintenance, my maintenance could be a range from 1,900 to 2,400, depending on my activity level, depending on where I'm at in my cycle, depending on the amount of muscle on someone's frame. So maintenance is a legit goal, you guys, and I think it's a goal that is oftentimes overlooked. It is cool to have maintenance as your goal, and it is my favorite goal. Other goals that you might have: improved health. Maybe you just went to the doctor for a physical and your doctor was like, yo, Sheila, you got to get yourself right with the Lord. Like maybe your lipids are out of control. Maybe your cholesterol is awry. Your digestion just sucks. But you can't focus on losing weight right now because life is crazy. Well, there's several easy things we can do to help you improve your health where no tracking is needed. You can use your hand as a measuring tool. You can use your plate as a guide to how to build your meals. And we're going to help improve your health. And I bet if you do indeed have weight to lose by following the habits that we teach you, you're going to lose a little bit of weight. Like those of you who do have a significant amount of weight to lose, it's honestly not that hard. Where you get into trouble is if you have been yo-yo dieting forever, if you've been living in a deficit forever and you just don't have any wiggle room. I think one thing you really have to understand too is what you have been doing in the past has a really big impact on what's going to happen right now. And that's one of the hardest lessons that we have to learn because we have to take ownership. We have to say to ourselves, Stacy, yeah, I've only been eating 1,200 to 1,400 calories for the last 4-10 years. And so when I go into what's supposed to be my deficit, my body's not responsive. In fact, I'm gaining weight. Well, that's because of what you have been doing. So your goal then would go back to that metabolic optimization, that metabolic priming, the reverse diet. Your metabolism is not damaged. Your metabolism has adapted to what you have done. You have sent all those signals to your body. Your body is only responding to what it is you are doing to it. So don't get upset with your body when your body doesn't respond the way that you want it to. You have to, again, take ownership and say, well, what have I been doing? Why is my body responding this way? It's kind of like the 4 Agreements. Right? Have you guys read the 4 Agreements? Powerful book. It'll change your life. My favorite agreement is to never take anything personally. So, when maybe you're at work and one of your coworkers is just a total jerk to you that day and you think, gosh, what did I do? It's not about you, right? Something happened in their life that day. just like your body. It's not you, it's your body. Your body is only responding to what it is that you have given it. So take home point for today's live video is there is more to nutrition than just fat loss. There are other goals, and your goal is going to determine how many calories you eat. The macronutrient profile that we give you, because fat loss macros and athletic performance macros are totally different. Fat loss macros and body recomposition are totally different. Fat loss and improved health, they're not too different in terms of macro profile, but the amount of calories that you have are going to be different. With the metabolic optimization, that's different too, because you're going to stair step it. It's not just like one set of macros, you're going to gradually increase. So, if you have signed up for the program or you are using an online calculator yourself, the goal that you pick matters. We ask you, what is your goal? Is it fat loss? Is it maintenance? Is it athletic performance? What are you training for and all of this? You can't just say yes. Pick one. Pick a goal. Go for it as best you can. And then after you've spent some time going after that goal, you can change your goal. But understand the goal drives the macros. You have to get clear on what do I want to do? Do I want to lose weight or do I want to build muscle? Two different goals. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about that one. Muscle building macros. Please tell me I have that in here. Muscle building is a whole other set of macros because you need to be in a surplus to build muscle. So there's fat loss, there's body recomposition, and then there is muscle building. 3 different sets of macros. So, I really encourage you when you are talking to a coach or having someone calculate your macros for you, don't say my goal is to lose weight and build muscle, because that's 2 different sets. What do you want to do first? What's most important to you? And then you'll go from there. That's right, Jules. You want to talk about food freedom, but what you don't understand, you guys, there are going to be times when you're uncomfortable because you're full from your macros and you're like, there's no way I can eat any more food. But sometimes that's what you have to do in order to build that muscle. Even at the end of my reverse diet, I'm like, that's one of the reasons you're at the end, but you can't just tell your coach, I'm so full. No, you're eating 1,900 calories. There's no way that you're so full right now. You're only eating 150 grams of carbs. There's no way you're so full right now. Right? You don't know what full is. Or you're trying to get out of your reverse diet. I know those tricks. My point is, though, there are going to be times when you get uncomfortable. Eating all you can eat isn't really all it's cracked up to be. But what's so awesome is, you guys, you get sick of training for a certain goal, and then you're excited to go into that fat loss phase. I don't want anyone to think that I am anti-cardio or that I am anti-fat loss. No, ma'am, and no, sir. I want you to understand how it fits into the equation. There is a time and a place for everything, and if you have done the work to prepare for a proper fat loss phase, I'm going to support you 100%. I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to put you in that deficit. I'm going to make sure you hit those macros. But if you haven't done the work, I'm not going to be okay with you going into a fat loss phase if you haven't taken the time to live at maintenance for the greater part of a year, right? Go find a coach that will do that for you, but I'm not that coach. Make sure you're looking for a coach that has your health as your number one interest. Because just because you can do something does not mean that you should do something. You need to prioritize your health over all of these things. Health always comes first. So make sure you're healthy, pick a goal, stick with it, and when you're ready to change, then you can pick another goal and be just as excited about it. I am so glad. 5 feet tall, 160 pounds, definitely want fat loss. We can do that for you. All right, you guys, I hope you found this informative, and I can't believe I left muscle building off of my slides yesterday. Really, Amanda? That makes me angry. And you guys, this is why I have to keep doing these videos, because there are shit coaches out there that will do that will not take your health into account. And they'll say, yeah, let's put you on 1,200 calories. Let's do, even if it's only 30 minutes of cardio each day. Yeah, that'll be great. Not taking into account anything else that has been going on in your life, that is going on in your life. A good coach looks at your whole life. And you're probably like, well, how can you do that in a group program? I don't know how we do it either, honestly. That's how good we are. That's why I have a team of coaches. That's why it takes us all week to get your macros out to you, because chances are you're going to fill out your macro form and then I'm going to have a follow-up question for you, right? So just these are things that you want to be looking for when you're picking a coach or a program. Are they taking you as a whole person into account? Because everything in your life is going to affect what's going on with your body, right? Stress is real. If you've got a lot of stress going on in your life, it's going to impact your performance, going to impact your sleep. It's going to impact how you digest your food. It's going to impact if you're able to lose weight or not. Oh my God, thank you, Amanda. I know, like, we are so close to being sold out, but like the fact that I still have 10 spots left blows my freaking mind, because I'm like, are you guys not seeing these transformation photos? This is real life. These are people that I know in real life that have made these changes and sustained them. Thank you so much, Dual. You are the best. So I will let you guys get back to work or whatever it is you have going on today. And I'll probably be talking to you tomorrow about something very, very educational. Bye-bye.